Deep Ellum is a well-known area in Dallas, and it first emerged as a significant music hub, particularly blues and jazz music, which attracted many different types of visitors to the area. It was a culturally and historically prominent area within Dallas and was known for its African American heritage. We will dive into urban renewal, how these initiatives have shaped this area over the years, and the severe impact they have had on the community. This well-known area went into decline and economic struggle, affecting them in every way you can imagine. I will talk more about how Deep Ellum was before redevelopment initiatives started, evaluate how they were declining, and discuss what was done to reconcile these problems. Deep Ellum has been known to be one of the most famous blues and jazz music hubs for years. Elm Street is home to various different nightclubs and bars that have live music from some of the most known jazz and blues artists. It has especially important cultural significance from the early 20th century and has seen a ton of transformation over the past 100 years. This change has impacted the area economically, structurally, and culturally. It was primarily an African American neighborhood with many black-owned businesses and deep historical significance. It became part of the national Harlem Renaissance movement in the early 20th century, as it was a hub for the city's black culture and music after the Civil War. Later on, before redevelopment, major artists such as Blind Lemon Jefferson, Bessie Smith, and Lead Belly brought a ton of focus to this area along these main roads in downtown Dallas, Elm Street in particular. By the mid-1980s, artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs moved into the previously abandoned shops and warehouses and began to revitalize the area. Deep Ellum, with its colorful history and unique culture, experienced gentrification by the late 1990s. More affluent white citizens replaced the black community because of increasing property values, which drove many businesses out of Deep Ellum and into less expensive neighborhoods elsewhere. Deep Ellum started gaining traction after the Civil War but declined when suburbanization started taking place. Since it was a time of urban renewal, attention from these blighted areas was removed, and they lost a ton of traction. Many black-owned businesses shut down, and Fair Park and Deep Ellum started getting neglected. Since the decline, the city of Dallas saw this and announced that a change would come. Later in the 20th century, urban renewal has made a profound impact on many areas across the country. In particular, Deep Ellum and the building of the Central Expressway was a major change and development project that reformed a lot of South Dallas, depicting change and progress of redevelopment in surrounding neighborhoods. Although the development of the Central Expressway and surrounding neighborhoods brought a lot of positive change, it also brought negative change. Many buildings with rich historical and cultural significance within the area were destroyed to make way for new development opportunities. By 1975, Elm Street and Deep Ellum completely changed, and much of its cultural significance was lost in these redevelopment projects. The nightclubs and what was once the famous music hub filled with jazz and blues music was turned into a place for business buildings. As time went on, people started realizing they wanted the culturally rich music past to be revitalized in this area. How will they make it happen? Deep Ellum has been completely renewed as a significant culturally rich nightlife destination around the world, especially in terms of music. It still has some of its cultural significance in terms of nightlife, although transformed from its blues and jazz roots. More modern artists have been attracted to this area with its nice vibrancy and nightlife. It is home to some very nice venues such as Trees and the Bomb Factory that attract many different artists from across the world. Nightlife in Deep Ellum re-emerged, and Fair Park regained traction from these urban renewal initiatives. In terms of tourism, millions of people visit these areas each year, creating an economic boom, and cultural preservation is also a primary reason why people visit. There are a variety of historical landmarks and cultural significance within this area that only heightened its success as a city. As much change spreads into the area, many people who have lived there for years start thinking if Deep Ellum's deep cultural values will be able to survive. Is this ever-so-changing music landscape of this city a positive? Is this revitalization a sign of progress?
I like that it's a walkabout neighborhood. My coffee shop, my lunch places, all that stuff is nearby, my favorite bars. It is a big family too, people that have worked here a long time, everyone seems to know each other and have a camaraderie and take care of each other.
The last person we met from Deep Ellum was shot. Have you been shot before?
I have not been shot, I've been shot at. I was stabbed 3 times by that guy that shot at me.
Here?
In Deep Ellum, yes. I was working at this club. They came and said, hey, this guy's starting problems, he needs to leave. And I walked up. As I told him to leave, he punched the door girl in the face. And so I put him in a headlock, and during that exchange, he stabbed me in the shoulder 3 times. It can be a little bit much sometimes, it's one of those areas. There's always going to be homeless people vomiting and like human waste and stuff in areas like this, but there's a lot of great art,
It's really like the heartbeat kind of, because it's like there's a lot of good music here, man. Really, really good music. It kind of equivalent to maybe Austin's 6th Street kind of. It's kind of something like that. It's beautiful down here at night. So, it just fills up with people and everybody having a good time and stuff. And of course, crazy shit happens too. So it is what it is, man. But
I've been on the news 5 times. I've had 15 restraining orders against customers.
As mentioned before, one of the most significant changes of Deep Ellum was the development of the Central Expressway, as it tore apart a lot of culturally significant buildings, but also provided opportunity for connectivity around the city as a whole. It acted as a barrier between Deep Ellum and the rest of the ever-so-changing downtown city. This was definitely the most burdening and advanced infrastructure development during this time, in which it split North Dallas and South Dallas apart, creating much anxiety within the city because it completely segregated Deep Ellum from other neighborhoods. Although it promoted more traffic to these areas, it also reduced the amount of foot traffic because of the new development, which created a burden. After these developments, Deep Ellum became a lot more open, which made them more appealing to the eye. More vibrant colors and a more welcoming nature was brought into the city. Overall, these urban renewal efforts in South Dallas transformed it into the city it is today. These revolutionary changes affected the geographic landscape, economics, infrastructure, and the overall health of the city. As mentioned before, this well-known area went into decline and economic struggle, which affected them in every way you can think of, and later revitalized, creating one of the most important financial hubs in the country. Starting with the deep historical and cultural significance within Dallas, Texas, dating back all the way to 1866, Deep Ellum has always been a well-known geographic location in Dallas and has evolved significantly over the years. These redevelopment efforts in South Dallas show how important it is to foster a sense of belonging, as well as inclusivity and sustainability efforts in terms of urban renewal as a whole. This ever-so-changing game of tug-of-war is one of the most important stories of Deep Ellum. The battle of progress and preservation of culture in this city is significant, and Deep Ellum would be nothing without it. It has brought up many questions about what is worth preserving in an old neighborhood whose history is built on a deep culture.